is going to be you. That's that rhyming thing you do all the time too. Now understand, you have been knocked down, friends, family, maybe being ripped off, you kind of screwed up as well. I'd like to show you an opportunity to partner with me, okay, if you want, but again, you don't have to. All I know is I think something I call auto income. It made sense to me. This is live, so if you have questions, write them down, text them, type them, whatever, and follow me as well. What is our goal? All right, today's theme is what if. What if you took that $50,000 or $100,000 you had in your life, besides pissing it away, you invested in yourself today? Goal is simple, live. Me, all I know is how to get goodies. You know, I'm great at a couple things in my life. I'm not great at everything. When it comes to personal business credit, I'm the best of the best. And getting millions and billions, not a problem. So let's understand. I got my first Lamborghini at 14 and a half years old. Had $1 million in the bank. I invented car finding, other things and products like that. First billion at 21, 2.6 billion at 26, 2009, 3.7 billion, all through corporate structure. See, I'm never going to be like those kind of ding-dongs on TikTok and YouTube and Google going, mine, I'm rich, look at me, look at my bank account, don't buy a house, blah, 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 blah. That grand guy is nuts, in my opinion. I think he's full of doo-doo anyway. So, what do? No pictures are recorded until I ask you to, please. See, you take pictures of things, you never pay attention again. So in the beginning, let's just go straight to the point. What are we looking to do? You want auto income. You don't even know it yet. You want something I can offer you, and if you learn how to follow through, you can get to what I call the rabbit hole. Let's go get the money. Let's get the goodies. This world is not easy. We get told things we could not do. The reality is they told me no as a kid. I found a way anyway through the law and accounting process to understand what I could actually do. I thought the grown-ups when I was a kid were stupid. When I grew up, I realized most of them were stupid. Here's me in 1981, okay? YMCA, El Toro Marine Base, having fun. Now, here's the highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth in 1981. What is this thing these idiots keep saying white men can't jump? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? Let's do this. Would you like a Lamborghini? Okay? But are you going to be able to afford that $8,000 a month? Now, let's understand. All right, your corporation makes millions and billions and millions. You have a choice, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Pay tax, buy a spaceship. What are we going to do? See, you have the way to understand how the process, because you watch people do this in front of you all the time. I like goodies. I like mansions in Big Bear. All right, Havasu, Huntington Harbor. I like goodies. You see, when you're born in a taxi and used and abused as a kid, you get pissed off. You want to prove the world wrong. That's what I did. About 49 years ago, I had 3 major companies. It was incorporating new. Owning America, I gave to Don King for his movie and his book, no problem. And I had Repackaging America. You know, I created a system 49 years ago you should have been using all your life because you're 45 to 75 years old anyway. It's called winning the game of business. I'd like you to win for a while. Do you ever feel like you're losing and the world's against you? Kind of like that all the time, huh? So what do? Here's our problem. I believe you had to know, sorry to say, and kind of direct, you had to know shit day, week, month, or year. Oh shit, what am I gonna do? Let's pretend today you got laid off from your job. You got fired. What happens? Oh shit. In 8 months, if you don't find a replacement of income, you can't pay the house, you can't pay the car, you can't get food on the table. So there's an oh shit day, week, month, or year. Problem is your lack of knowledge. You're highly intelligent. God gave you here to me today, and we can see we can play. But what did you do? You took your credit, you jacked it up, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You backed yourself a family in a corner. You brought the pain home. I call that silly and dumb, by the way. What happened? Had an emergency. You jacked up the wrong damn card. See, if you don't understand credit and the way it works, the problem is you are going to keep screwing it up again and again, which you've had that probably 4 or 5 times. Me, it's pretty simple. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, T or W that became Aspirian in '96. I helped set up the systems behind the scene. I invented something called 25-29% rule. You take this $50,000 card, it's personal, and you drop it because you jacked it up. Where's your score go? You drop it, can't get any more. If we kept it at 29%, it would not drop. If you drop it at 30, 31, you get your own plop. So let's understand, your problem is you. These don't fluctuate, these do. Write it down. These, what? Do not fluctuate. Unlimited up to $1 million and a pay to time limit as well. One of these days, these ding-dongs in TikTok will get it right. You know, about this card, stop. It's like, get a life, people. These all fluctuate. So if we learn raise rules and tools that I set up in 87, the system, there's a 750 score. If you're going to partner with me, you're going to have to do what I want you to do. Sorry, I'm going to tell you what to do. I think the thing you did is you brought the damn pain home. I don't do that. I'd rather shoot myself with my Glock in my foot. So I'd be limpy all the day long. I'd be hoppy. But again, what do? Let's think. First of all, we have to take our credit. We have an emergency. We have to increase the limits. Then don't let that get you afraid, because if you don't increase the limits, you're going to fall off the cliff, and you're going to fall down and go, wah. So now the next thing is analyzation. Let's understand something. This is a full analyzation of a 627 to an 828. This can happen in 90 working days if you do what you're told to do. I do not do credit repair. Credit repair is a fraud. It's against federal law. So these ding-dongs in TikTok are going to get in trouble like the other guy did too, like the chipmunk face, or even Daniel, when it came to what? The credit repair cloud, he got indicted. Credit repair is a fraud. Credit rebuilding is true. But again, you get to follow through and understand how to play the game. And the goal is to win the game of what? Business. Now, I would like to give you $100,000 of credit, personal. I'd like to give you $100,000 of credit. It might be two of these cards. They're $50,000 each. Let's think of common sense. If I have $100,000 of credit and I can only use 29% rule and tools, that gives me $71,000 of safety credit for that oh shit day, week, month, or year. And that's the goal. Oh shit. You see, we got to pay our bills, take care of the family. So that $100,000 credit makes sense as we play this game. Now you got to cut all the crap you spend money on today. Let's understand. Today, half of you are lazy. Sorry, the other half are not lazy. But the difference, you have to follow the rules and tools. Yeah, I can't afford it, Ray. Oh, goody, goody. Blah, 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 blah. You spend $5,000 on this card today. The payment is $50 a month. You waste that every other damn day. Don't have an excuse with me, because I'll take away your damn excuse every time and get you to millionaire status. I've never had an excuse, neither will you, not on my watch. So now you need a corporation. Let's remember, half you have a corporation. Oh, goody for you. You bought a corporation from an attorney, CPA, incorporating service. What did you do? You didn't learn diddly squat. Did you know all corporations are free in all 50 states? You pay a little filing fee. So let's teach you to understand something. Your corporation today is on Secretary of State's website. So the Secretary of State website, your corp is there. You're an officer. You're on the bank account. I got this ding-dong emailing me. Well, the corp protected me. They're coming after me. Well, then you lied about the corporate having assets. You see, when somebody sues you, they try to screw you up. But his corp protected him. Bullshit. See, I wrote a book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills. If we talk to him more, we're going to find out he had a lawsuit. He hid the corporation over here. He's not telling anybody the truth. And by the way, that's actually fraud. It can be a felony. Go to prison. So we can't be a liar, even though buyers sometimes are liars. We got to learn to play. Corporation does not protect you. If it gets sued, they sue you. You're the voice of the corporation. If I got you in a deposition, I'm going to tear you apart. I'm going to find out where the money is. But again, that's just the way I'm going to play the game with you. Now, let's go to the board. You ready to go to the board? Let's think today, okay? Here's you, okay? And what did you do? You brought the pain home. You jacked up your credit. You dropped the score, could not get any more. You backed yourself and family in a corner. That's called silly and stupid as far as I'm concerned. But again, you're not stupid. What you did is stupid. So understand, I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying what you did was stupid. We all do stupid. Just like when people watch Americans' Funniest Videos. We're laughing because they're doing stupid. Got it so far? Now let's watch. Here's a corporation. Here's a corporate umbrella. A corporation, you're on the corporation. If I have 3 houses All right, then I have 3 liabilities, 3 tenants. I want you to think today how Bank of America bankrupt 8,000 locations, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. Branch number separates liability. They bankrupt a division, no, a subsidiary owned by a branch, which is a separate tax ID. Grocery stores do this, cities do this, so understand. If we could create a line of defense, okay? If I have a problem with this house, this tenant here, I'm allowed to do the 3-step, write it down. I created the 3-step for me. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and throw the sucker away. Your problem is you allowed yourself to be the duck and the sheep. That's you. Do you walk around going quack, 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 bah, all the time or something? I don't get it. So we're going to do it my way for a while. I personally think your way sucks. My way works, your way sucks. I say to my office, the world is wrong, I'm right, period. So understand, but I'm not going to go, I'm rich, like these idiots on TikTok and blah, blah, blah. I've never been rich. My corporations got millions and billions. Hell yeah. But I'm a puppet master. That's the way it should be. So guess what? I want to build $100,000 of credit to the corporation. Here you go. Pay over time limit's $100,000. It's an unlimited card. So there we go. Now, borrow money is not taxable. So if I rebuild you personally, corporate divisions, I'm going to get you in an auto income business, if you allow me to. If I take the word daisy chaining, which I created in the 80s, one card can become 99 more. Okay? 99 what? More. I'm going to take the card that does not fluctuate in the beginning because that's what makes sense. Now understand, all business credit never shows up on personal file but the Spark card. That's it. All other ones never show up anyway. So what do we get to do? If we do it my way, the corporation will have $1 million of credit. Corporation, 100,000, 9 divisions, 9 times what? Plus parent companies, what? $1 million. Now we have a problem. Your problem is you want to go get a job. Wow, good for you. You want someone to tell you what to do. Maybe that's your way. I think you should take the highway, but I don't want to play that way anyway. So let's understand. I'm going to get you one of my 10 businesses. I have done boring and steady all my life. It's in my book 49 years ago. Boring and steady. Car wash, laundromat, dry cleaning, storage units, apartment complex. Oh, what are we going to do? Have some more fun. Now, I lined up a client. We got this complex called storage units. What did we do? They wanted $200,000 in the escrow. And understand, let's be very blunt and to your point. An escrow that you and I work with, your divisions and my divisions, nobody can screw you out of money. I'm sorry your friends and family ripped you off and you screwed up yourself too. Here's a way, as long as you follow through, nobody can hurt you. You got it so far? No one can hurt you. So if we take the credit here, okay? How about the 12 million here? I got 62 million of this to play with. This on credit cards, not counting lines of credit. Would you like to play yet? What's it called again? Winning the game of business. If we take the credit from a corporation's credit card or line of credit, we can make that down payment. I'll tell you what, I'll put 100,000, you put 100,000 in. Is that okay? We're using corporate credit, which is borrow money, not taxable. What happens next is very simple. We close escrow with your division and my division. We now each, every month, get $17,300, $350, $17,350 a month. In my corporations, absorb the money, pay tax on what's left over, none of the leftover, debt offset taxes, no problem. You can design your income. Your lifestyle is your income. So we can actually customize the way you live to offset taxes anyway. That's the ultimate goal. So we can play the game to win. Before you're fired or laid off from a job or before you have an oh shit day, week, month, or year, get your act together. Your problem is you. It always has been. It's a mindset. We got 8 months when we get laid off from a job, okay? 8 months. Or oh shit. All of a sudden a car breaks down, you better have one of these. If you don't have one of these, what happens again? Oh shit. What are we going to do? Use a car that doesn't fluctuate again. Oh, watch it. So you got to understand something today. What if? What if should be your goal. What if you start using that brain? It tells you flat out, you have 38 steps to reach a goal. It takes you 8 times to hear something again and again, and then you follow through. And I hold your hand every step of the way, and we sing Kumbaya together. See, I'm going to challenge every one of you. Okay, I challenge my clients. I got 33 million millionaire clients, 31 billionaires. Wow. I'm the incorporator for Rich and Famous. Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, Sugar, St. Mosley, Oscar, on and on and on. Didn't matter. I can name them all, even some presidents. So let's understand, let's tell the truth. Turnkey. Auto income. Now, I didn't know any better. I didn't want to call it residual or passive income and these ding-dongs with their hats backwards on TikTok, going blah, 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 blah. All I knew is I needed money coming into the damn bank to pay my bills, period. I'm 17 and a half years old, okay? I'm driving my Lamborghini to Owens Coast College. Never went to high school, that'd be a waste of my damn time. I go to this event that sells payphones. Payphones, no problem. They say it's going to make an average of $300 a month. Okay, $1,600. I'll take 10. Gave my black card. I'll take 10. Now. Then I keep going to the events, listening to people. These people are stupid, simple. Come on. They're complaining. It only made me $280 last month, $300. Stop. They told you in the beginning the route will get you $300 a month as an average. How many months would it take to break even to reimburse the money you put in? There's your first equation. Next, I kept buying everybody's routes. By the time I was done, I had 22,000 payphones. It's ridiculous. By the way, that is $6.6 million a month. How's that going? Now, I had 19 houses. Kept going to auctions, having fun. I wanted to be everybody's bank. You know what they told me? You can't get number 20. And how'd you get 19? What'd you do wrong? I thought I did something right. These are the experts full of you know what. So I transferred my properties to my divisions. What did they do? Freed up my loan to value problem, and I created a line of defense. You're going to have a shitty tenant. You're going to have a Dodger player that makes $100 million a year like I had, okay, wouldn't pay the rent on time and the lease. I had to kick his assets out of the place. His wife in court threatened to kill him. Well, it's okay. He deserved it anyway. He's just an arrogant you know what. So what do? Division process. Then I got number 20 and on and on. See, years ago, I had all my Shakey's pizzas, my 31 flavors, my Subways, my donut stores, all these pieces and have fun. And shopping centers and malls and all kinds of things. You know what happened? California wants $800 per what? Corporation per year. I asked a question to Sacramento. Could I create a form or modify a form or do something so I don't have to pay a franchise tax fee? That was in 84, by the way. 85 rolled around, and I created something called the division process. You'll find out every time there was a problem, they had no solution, I got the solution for the whole world. That's kind of fun. See, I didn't stop till I got an answer. And if I had to create the answer, I got it for myself. Write down $10,000 a month. Your goal should be right now, how do I get $10,000 a month, auto income as fast as possible? Then I can do what I put in my books 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. Cash flow free up your time. It's in the book. And I'll show you how we created it on Matrix as well. So what do we get to do? Let's go get some money. Now, Ray's way of life. My way of life is very simple. I wanted to create a book or books for dummies, and I wanted to call it Books for Dummies. And I found that's already taken, so I couldn't do that. My next series that I created for you and everyone else in the world was the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I figured one book per month for 12 months, you have the blueprint for success, which I own the right to that. And I had my radio and TV show for over 40 years doing that as well. Blueprint for success. You'll watch some of the ding-dongs have to put, no, they can't use the blueprint. They have to use blueprint some else. They're all copying stuff anyway. It's like financial freedom. They have to put the word the financial freedom now. See, I've been playing around a long time for 49 years, helping people like you. But again, it's a choice. The Millionaire's Founders Kit was designed for the blueprint for success for anybody who wants $1 million corporation. There you go. Now, the goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty, because I think you're all screwed up anyway. Sorry. Your way sucks, in my opinion, but it's up to you. Take it for what it is. I just want to tell you the truth. Now, you might not like me. Not everybody likes me, nobody likes you. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Is that okay with you? We play. Let's see. I have this LLP. I've been partnering with clients since 1987. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to allocate $10 million to play with clients so we get to a partnership. See, my next thing is I want to ring the bell at the stock exchange for the heck of it. So let's write down 3 things. You do, we do, I do. That means I'll coach you to help you get to Millionaire Corporation, no problem. If we do it together, I'll be a CFO and attorney in fact. If you want me to do all the work, I'll do that too. See, I'm going to take away your damn excuses. That's all I hear anymore is excuses. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. All right? Look at this. This is the Hyatt House Hotel, all right, literally in basically Texas. No problem. My client since 1986, she basically got into a program. Her name is Linda. She took 1 credit card and she spent $2,000. By the way, that's $26 a month. $5,000 on the card today is $50 a month, and you waste that every other day. So what do? Okay, now Linda got this escrow closed, and the ultimate goal, take a picture now. That would matter to take that picture now. You'll scan her barcode later today. Okay, that's fine. You'll watch it. You'll hear Linda tell you that 5 times I made her a multimillionaire. I think it's 8, but let's go for 5. Okay. She will tell you she never finishes the blueprint. Every time I get her where she needs to go, it's bye-bye. When I see you, I'll come get you again. That's Linda. That's okay. But what happens is very simple. She's turning this into a $27 million program. If she plays with me more, I'll turn it into 50, profit and nonprofit. So let's think today. If I rebuild you, corporate divisions, would you like to join me in an escrow? It's simple. Would you like to join me in an escrow? So let's understand something, okay? The world is going a little crazy everywhere. We can watch on TV and news, whatever. An escrow in July, August, September, okay? See, what happens with you, you need to understand banks and grocery store, file bankruptcy on branch, number. I want you to have 3 divisions of you. That would be the goal. We look at Sam's Club, Walmart. We look at basically even cities. What do? They file bankruptcy. See, when you filed a bankruptcy, some of you did, corporate, you and them both at the same time, you should have sealed your record. But that's up to you. No one taught you how to play the game. You win anyway, and a bunch of amateurs trying to help you. So let's do this. Let's stop bringing the pain home. Let's become a certified CFO, and let's go get at least $1 million of credit. Would that be okay? Let's reprogram our brain into millionaire status. Let's look behind the curtain every step of the way. Now let's understand. I'm born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Okay, I'm thrown in a trash can with 2 letters, one for me, one for the hospital. She doesn't want me. She goes home to take a little nap. She's 15 and a half. No problem. I get to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, from 3.5 to 9.5 years old. Mrs. Hope used and abused the shit out of me, and I wanted to have hell. But that's just me. So let's understand. She dropped me off at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30. First time she did it, and she did it every day. If you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She enjoyed saying that. She was just as mean as hell. So I ran over to the pier. There's a light. I'm staying warm. Okay, I'm hungry. I eat out of a trash can. I look at Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. I'm stealing off the pier. I get caught. Ah! I thought he was going to throw me over the pier. All he can do is go, bye. That's all he said, bye, 3 times. Take out my trash or I'll call the police. What do you think I did? I was boy on that pier till I was 9.5 years old. Clean out the chum bucket, go to their mansions on the weekend, shovel horse, and you know what? So boy, I'm listening. I taught myself how to read 2.5 years old. They didn't realize because I'm freaking them all out. I have total recall on those things. So what do? We look behind the damn curtain and we go get it. Every time we go get it. Let's write down 3 things. See it, believe it, go get it. Write it down. I've done this since I was 4. Every business I've ever done does 100 million plus. But again, it's your choice. Now that's just me. Ow, ow, ow. I get this big gouge in my head that night. See, I was kicking the door jam at 10. the basketball hoop at T Week or junior high, read newspaper, took a picture and said, white boys can jump. You would think they would have solved the problem. These idiots going, white men can't jump. Stupid people. So let's understand, hit the light that night. I kicked the light out too because this Guinness Book of Records guy kind of pissed me off. It's only 13 feet. Do you like goodies? Do you like goodies? My goodies were Lamborghinis, mansions. All right, having fun. Division process, write it down again and again. We get to play my way. Do you want to be a millionaire? Now let's understand, you got Grant going, I'm rich, here's my bank account, blah, blah, blah. Look at me, wow, wow, wow. It's like, stop the crap. This guy shake it up and tell the truth. He's not rich. Okay, his corporations are rich. Okay? And I met his wife on 2.5 Men. I did some ghostwriting for there. That's okay. So let's understand something. They're not rich. I made my first billion at 21. What did he do? Beep, beep, beep. So understand. Let's tell the truth. I want you to say no to be a millionaire. Hell no. Say it. Hell no. If your corporation's a millionaire, I'll say, hell yes. How you receive money matters. But again, what do? We create a list. How about a daily list, weekly list, and a project list? How about I create the list for you? For you. And we do it my way. Because your way sucks. Sorry. Here's chapter 18. Let's circle it. A corporation's a legal person. Do you see that right there? A legal what? Person. Okay. No problem. Now, I'm 7.5 years old at Mrs. Hope's house. She has this poker game every Wednesday night with these rich and famous people going blah, 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 drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. I'm 7.5. What do? I ride my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Library next door. Man, what does this mean? She was rude too. Damn, she walked away. 5 minutes later, she came back in this house. She said, here's a microfiche, here's a book. I read the book. In other words, she didn't really want to help me either. What did I do? I read the book. Here's my problem. All right, here's my solution. They didn't have a blueprint. Now, when I was living on Delane Street in Torrance, there was a nice lady. Her name was Joanne. Joanne wired Apollo 9, 11, and 13, by the way. So everything she talked about is a blueprint. That's how I learned the word blueprint and how you build something. Use a blueprint, semantics, all these other things. Okay. Now, going to the library, what happened next? Do you see where it says may sue or be sued? If they sue the corporation, you're the only voice that has to answer the question. You're named in the lawsuit. You're in a deposition. And believe me, in a deposition, I'll tear you apart and find out where all the money is. You guarantee something, I'm going to get you again, too. What do we get to do? Look at it. 17983 bothered me. I'm 9.5 years old. I sent away $10 to this Secretary of State's website, California, into the mail. Understand? So 10 bucks gets me a corporation. That same corp today is $30. All corps are free. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. In the mail. Damn. Everybody got credit in the mail without applying back then. Whee! I got named in the movie Dave. Then I screwed up again. Okay? Helping Hand Industries had back then 2 divisions. How I teach our children and basically the Owens County Blind Center. Teach Our Children, Nancy Reagan turned it into the DARE program, if you don't know that, because I did 2 courts for Ronald Reagan, which was my second favorite president. So the reality is I did one from Clinton, Fishburne, and Mama too. So let's understand. I didn't realize, flat out, that I couldn't use the word Braille. It belonged to the Braille Institution. So I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5. Oh, shit. So let's understand the lie. You. My corporation is going to protect me. Like this guy that keeps emailing me. He's full of doo-doo. They were chasing me. Okay, then the corp's over here. But did you lie? Did you get through a deposition? So that means if he's getting chased and a lawsuit's happening here, did he disclose this? Did they do their research and find that he's got a corporate assets? It protected me because then you had to lie. Isn't that against the law to lie? I wonder what he did. So the car, the building, the lease, the credit card. You have to guarantee these in the beginning. They sue the corp, they sue you. You file bankruptcy, Federal Protection Act. Okay, public record. Not here to be shaping an attorney. But then you guaranteed it. They come get you anyway. Let's go back in 1987. In 1987, Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW in Spearman, I'm training him. We wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it. When it was done, I said, Ken, I think you want to lie. I don't want to lie. Ray, your divisions take 3 to 6 months. I don't care. They have to age anyway. For up to 2 years, they'll get a line of credit. So here's what happens. A division process was born in 85, 86. All right, if it's filed and published, the IRS hands you a tax ID. That follows tax ID, and tax ID builds credit reports. Would you like to build some corporate credit? See, your problem is you keep taking things from you and your family. I don't understand why anybody would bring the damn pain home, but you did. Let's knock that off for a while, okay? Now, today you could have brought 1,000 people, here 100 people, 10 people. You could have helped me, help you, and help them too. We have an affiliate program, but you could have got 10% of the Zelle back to you or 10% of store credit with me. Billy, I met him outside Bank of America laying on the ground. Military, thank you for your service. His wife left him when he was in overseas. Okay, get a better woman, no problem. I helped Billy, and he passed out flyers for me all the time. Billy now has over $1 million of credit. Billy passed out flyers, and I gave him store credit every day. So we got to play my way. So let's think. Today, if you would have referred one person to two people, I would be Zelling you $1,000 right now. $1,000. Hopefully your corporate Zelle. But again, it's called make a friend, make a buck. Got it so far? So what do? Let's write down today's date. Again, let's go through the process to obtain the goal. Because you don't have the goal list the right one anyway. And if you did, you're not following it through. Me, I'm going to pull you through the goals. What do? As a little boy, all the people would be nosy. Nobody gave a crap, okay? They didn't care at all. Mrs. Hope said I was a little shit in the corner. Don't talk to that piece of shit in the corner. All right, isn't she so sweet, this rich and famous Hope family? Well, they asked me how I'm doing. I always did one thing. Always good. Always good. See, I'm not going to let them steal my peace. It's none of their damn business. That's just me. My signature for me has always been always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's the way it works. So the ability is buoyant and steady. I never wanted to run a business. I want to have the business. I want to be the bank. I want it ran by a third party. You got your cell phone ready? Not yet. What I want you to do is this. We take one card. We go 9 more times. It's 100,000 times 9. Now we have $1 million. Is that correct? Now each division is allowed a multiple function. If you name the corporation after you, I call that stupid. If you name it what it does, that's called double stupid. It's a neutral name, managing these entities. So if we do this correctly, every entity has a different project. If one screws up, what can we do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate, give her the bad piece, keep the other pieces. Your banks and grocery stores do this in front of you all the time. Your problem is you didn't learn how to play the game. Let's get up to 10,000, then 100,000, and $1 million a month. Is that okay? I actually got to the point we're doing $1 million a day. Is that okay? So let's take that picture now and call financial freedom. I'd like you to laminate that and print it in color, put it on your desk, and make it your screensaver on your computer and phone. There's your actual goal. But we have a problem now. You need $100,000 to get the project. Simple. What do? Well, how much of this would you like to own a piece? Would you like 25%, 50, or 75? If we take it from a corporate credit, borrow money is not taxable. We could finance that, write off our taxes, and have the American dream and do it again and again and again. So again, we don't take from the family. The goal is to win the game of business. Now, today, here's my problem with everybody. About 3 weeks ago, I got pissed off at my clients. I get mad at my clients all the time. And they get impatient, so do I. We fight sometimes. Isn't that fun? I tell them the truth, and sometimes they don't like the truth when you screw up. Now, I had 12 turds last year giving me crap, lying through their teeth. So what did I do? Anybody who lies about me, I sue them. Robert, my attorney, sues them for $100 million. I'm going to squish them like a bug. See, not everybody likes me, and everybody likes you, but I understand. I'll stand here helping everybody, even the devil if he showed up today. So I'm going to help everybody. But let's understand fast track. I got clients that need an average balance in their bank account. They screw that up. I got them going up and down on a yo-yo on certain things. If we have a bank account that has 100,000 in and out, I can position lines of credit and a blueprint loan up to 250,000. So if you want, if you're in a fast track, understand that means you're in a blueprint loan right now. If you're in a blueprint loan with me, I can convert it to a fast track and quit using your bank accounts because you don't have the money in and out, in and out, in and out. Now the difference here is I was building your division under my corporation to use the card you provided me. And then I'm waiting for you to stop screwing with the card and some of the things some people do. What happens next? Fast track, I pop a card under my corp. I get to play with it for 90 days. Then I basically daisy chain it to your divisions. But then we're using my bank accounts, my credit cards, and my history as well. So if you want, if you're in a blueprint loan currently, you'd reach out to Santos. There's this private number, but only in your blueprint right now. If you're not, then don't worry about that. What we do is we charge $5,000 to do that. I had an event last night, okay? And I offered if anybody wanted to upgrade to basically a blueprint loan, all right, and use my bank accounts and my cards that I get and get on the corporation, get a card and daisy chain back to you. Because no other blueprint offers daisy chain process besides this. So I said, if you did it right now, it's a $2,000 Zelle. So if you're one of those people from last night and half the group here are, all right, Zelle now, and get it on for the process. And what do you get to do? You get to save some money. From there, we're going to turn it into the reps, and they get to 5,000 instead. Now, here's the problem. I don't know you enough in the beginning. I got to get to know you. Don't worry, I won't forget who you are anyway. Okay, I'm going to know your case better than you do. So we're going to talk about past, present, and future. We're going to blueprint you. The blueprint of success for you. Past, present, future. You have a bankruptcy, you have a tax problem. Did you ever mess up Chase or American Express? I need to know these answers. What do we do? Family, corporation. You have a corp, what type is it? Don't really care. As long as it's in corporation in good status, we can go build anything. See, all corps are good. Everybody's, oh, you need an LLC, I need to see. Stop. All corps are good, as long as you need this division process. Based on volume of money, we'll decide which direction to take your corporation in. If you got an LLC or C Corp, we're going to convert it as you make money to an S Corp under the IRS code 1244. You don't pay almost no tax up to 3 to 5 million anyway. So then how many divisions we got? We're going to need 18 divisions, 9 locations, and 9 cards. So that means I have a corporation's credit card. I want 9, that's 9 divisions to multiply the credit. Division's a legal person, and again, what it is going to do, up to 1 million. Then I want 9 Wendy's. I want 9 storage. I want 9 something. So that's why it's 18. What do we do next? We have to plan to die. Sorry. We have to plan to live. We got to plan to die. We got to leave things as a legacy to our family, whatever we want to, and not make sure they get stuck in a probate, which you probably got stuck with your family with you. They're probably in a better place anyway. Cars division, house is a trust. Most of you have a house, you did escrow close, homestead trust. Most of you don't know what a homestead is. You have no idea what a damn trust you should pick. Irrevocable, by the way. This will be division process. Now, I'm going to blueprint you. It'll be up to 1 hour with your partner of life with you. The office sells this for $1,999. I'm normally $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day for the last 45 years. If you did it while you're broadcast with me, right now, I basically take it for $9.99. I knock off half of it. See, I haven't had a paycheck for 35 years. Don't want one of those. Don't need one. So again, with me broadcasting to you, it's $9.99. And we're going to do what? Win the game of business. Now, if you Zelle, understand, and use Zelle, you get to save 10%. Instead of $1,000, it's $900. If you want to save $100, there you Zelle. Now, if you partner with me, you get it for free. There you go. The goal is to help you. Now, let's go back in time one more time. 84. They gave me permission to create a form or modify one. I remember 17900A3, clicked in my eyes, and from there, very simple thing to do as well. I wanted to figure out something for myself. Here's a form that allows us to partner together. This means your corporation and your division is 4A. My corporation, one of mine, is going to be 4. I'm going to help us administrate this escrow to close it. No one can hurt you no matter what. No one can screw you out of money. Sorry to say, but it's true. We've all had people try to rip us off. We understand how that works. So what do? Do you want 25, 50, 75% of a project? A Wendy's, a storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaning, car wash, whatever. Would you like a piece? I've done this with my clients since 1987. So let me know if you want to play, and I'll get you auto income starting today. You'll find out all the time I rhyme. I don't try, but it happens all the time with me, and they basically used to tease me all the time. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. But you know what, T-Week junior high, they tested me, and my IQ at 14.5 was 203. Is that good? And total recall almost same. So let's have some fun. Now here's the problem with you. We're going to close an escrow, okay? And the escrow, you're going to be part of it. It's going to say you get $8,900 a month. Then it's also going to say you're only getting half of that for 6 months. 6 months, you're getting half of that, so we get $4,200 or something. We're building a reserve so we can get to the next location. Then, 6 months later, it goes up and away. Again, that's the process. We don't change the course. We always stay on point with me. So that's $10,000 up to $10,000 to $250,000 or more per month. It's winning the game of business. Do you want to join an escrow yet? Let me know. So what happens is very simple. I have two types of coaching. Coaching is basically a year, up to $30,000, and I coach your business and give you $200,000 or $300,000 in credit as I build you. So that's your coaching. That's 30% of our clients like that. 70% want me to do all the work with them or for them. So here's a way that you can partner with me, and I got to put you in this basically what I call the partnership agreement, and I'm going to coach you every other week on the phone. You're also going to go to the events called Summit/boot camps. Now, if you break down payments, understand, it's $23,000. It's not cheap. But it's a guarantee that if you do what you're told to do, you're going to be a partner with me in a business. Today, I have one I've been trying to fill all week. This is the next group of 10. So one, if you pay in full today, is $10,000. You're going to save 50%. Now, I wanted to do something because I have 4 of you that said you wanted to do it today. And the difference is every one of you want to negotiate something. So what are we going to do? We want to win the game of business. Let's understand something right now. We're going to say, if you Zelle, you save 10%. All right? If you paid in full. Now, if you want, listen, or if you want to Zelle $2,500 and make those payments, 3 other payments, you can do that now. I want to finish that last 10. I had a problem in 2008 and 9. I had more locations and more escrows closing without my soldiers. My clients are my soldiers. I'm going to go buy your neighborhood up because it's fun. So again, if you put $2,500 now, you can work out those payments. Again, I got to get you past go and get rid of the excuses. There's your Zelle. Simple to do. ray@rrfsllc.com. Now here, you can even call one of my call centers now, and they'll honor that here till I'm done talking. 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you 5% more. I want you to be a puppet master. Shaq's a puppet master. Mr. Buffett's a puppet master. I created the Puppet Master Club 49 years ago. This is 1,013 divisions for those buildings and those Lamborghinis. Will that be okay if we play my way for a while? Okay. So the Ray Reynolds University is to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. What do? Okay. Here's what happens. I'm at the Bonaventure, Los Angeles. All right, Los Angeles, California. Bonaventure, 32 years. I love the truth, and nobody can tell you a lie. I'm doing things with David Horowitz, Jug Aquavain, and even basically George Putnam in my radio and TV show. What do? No problem. The Millionaires Founders Kit I sold at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set. So today, if you want a copy of it, it's $9.99 at the office. If you did it through me, it's very simple. It's $4.99. It's a now. You save 50% if you did it right away. Up to you. Now, if you Zelle, you save another 10%. So again, what do you get to do? Save some money. That means it's Zelle now. The real estate system I developed was controlling $2.2 billion in real estate. Financial systems, buckets of money, tax balance become the bank. The office is $19.99. I give both of them away for $9.99. That would give you more rules and tools and steps to help you master your techniques. What do? You save 10% if you Zelle. Simple to do. There's your Zelle once again. Need to call the office, 800-254-9506. I'm going to take away your excuses. Here's your problem. I believe it was your problem. You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. We're going to jack up our cards, drop our score, get stuck, can't get anymore. We're going to hawk our house. We're going to bring the pain home to you and me being stupid. What's what everybody does. No one on this planet should have shitty credit in the first place. You have it because you jacked up the wrong damn card. You didn't have rules and tools. By the way, that's your own damn fault. Sorry. True. You should have found me a long time ago. Never bring the damn pain home. Got it so far? Now, my first thing is I want you to plan the problem, plan it, safety, credit, line of defense. You did not plan the problem, so you get your assets kicked. When I'm training in Yarborough, that's Ken Yarborough, TRW, and Aspirian, I created the 25-29% rule. Pandemic, I wanted to sue Credit Karma. I kept saying 42%. It was wrong. All dashboards say below 30. It's actually 25-29% rule is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got it so far? How do I know? I created the damn thing for everybody. But again, you got to play. What is our goal? All cards fluctuate but two. So that means you're going, you're jacking up the wrong damn card. What should you have done? Very simple. These don't fluctuate, these do. That is a 750 score with the rules and tools and the discipline. It's up to you. So we're going to make sure we understand, raise rules and tools, and you're not going to screw it up anymore. Got it so far? Your credit's going to become boring by the time I'm done with it. Credit repair is a fraud. That's why they indicted Daniel at Credit Repair Cloud. It's a fraud. So look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act, please. Plan the problem because you're going to get your assets kicked anyway. No matter what we say or do, someone's always going to give us crap. Corporations, a legal person, may sue or be sued. It's right there. What do? I believe your corp should only do 4 things. Your corporation, 4 things, that's it. We want to buffer tax. Okay. Corporate credits are write-off free money. You write off the interest rate and credit card. The car is fleet price, and then you get the free buffet at the hotel. The divisions give you the line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability. So if we plan the problem and have a division of no intent to do fraud, we can make sure we have a line of defense when we have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. Remember, debt follows tax ID and the creates credit reports. So what do we get to do? Here's a partner of mine, Danny. All right, we did this in the 80s, no problem. We bought an apartment complex. 64-unit apartment complex, we need 66 divisions. 1 to buy, 1 to guarantee it, and 1 for every tenant to sign a new lease. See, if there's a problem, they're going to sue that entity that's on their division lease, and we get to separate the piece from the problem. Because that piece would not be the problem, the whole piece would be. What we have to do is understand that division, that entity, that tenant might slip and fall and want to sue and screw people up. Everybody seems to want a free ride. All right, you know, the lawsuits, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, we want to protect our assets, but here we got all these bloodsuckers on TV. I'm number one, I'm number one. Billboards all over the freeway. They're encouraging lawsuits, aren't they? What do? Division process. If I need 1 million of credit, I need 9 divisions in a corporation. This is the way it works. Okay, if I want 9 locations, it means it's 18 divisions. Got it so far? If I need 18 divisions, I might need 36, based on how we position this. In other words, if I want storage unit, okay, I'm probably going to need 18 to 36 divisions. A Wendy's restaurant, now you'll have an apartment complex. I'm going to need between 36 to 72 because there needs to be a division for every unit. So here's how it works today. Let's understand. In my books over 40 plus years ago, you saw a corp, division, subdivisions, and on and on. This helped me create up to $16 million of credit at that time. Not counting the $53 million I had in the 80s, they were shrinking my limits. I had to learn to do matrix and loan out some money. But I'll show you that as well. So what do we have to do? Today, the problem we have with clients right now, they don't have subdivisions. Let's think. Each division is entitled to 3 more. 3 more, okay? Each division is entitled to 2 more, 2 more, and then from there, 1 more. So if we create a line of defense everywhere we go, the reality is we're going to get to the point that it can guarantee its own credit instead of you guaranteeing the credit. So to understand today, tomorrow they have this massive email going out, and they're going to do 3 divisions for $9.99. They're doing this. That's all great stuff. Tonight only. If it was done tonight, not tomorrow, because I'm not going to honor it tomorrow, 9 divisions, subdivisions. That means you have divisions, right? 9 subdivisions under these divisions are $6.99. 18, $9.99, 36, $14, and 72, $19.99. Take that picture. It's only good tonight, all right? Because after you take that picture, it'll actually destruct by itself by the time I'm done. In other words, I won't honor it. Got it? So that's if it was done tonight, now. I'd like to get you 2 American Express cards, personal, and 2 business. They don't fluctuate, so your score never drops ever again. Corporate credit doesn't show up on personal file. The only card would be is a green spark, Capital One. Here they're offering us 99 more cards, 99 more. How many would you like? From there, we got to do manageable debt, offset taxes, $100,000 of personal, auto income, and $1 million of corporate credit. Then we have to learn to leverage money. Leveraging money is important. Let's think. 49 years, every Saturday I've done up to 9 classes. Every category you can think of. God gave me a brain to use to help you. The only time I took a Saturday off is because it was Christmas. So you can get hold of me on up to 6 days a week in person or online. I don't have excuses. Some of you have excuses. Knock it off. We're going to take corporate credit. We're going to buy the lifetime income. It's a 4-plex and apartment complex. It's a Wendy's. It's a gas station. All right? It's a storage unit. That's what we're going to do. My way. Do you want to be a millionaire yet? Say no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? Say hell yes. Corporation divisions. 9 divisions multiply credit, 9 locations. I have 9 pieces of property, 9 Wendy's, 9 storage units, 9 something. Got it so far? Then we never have a loan to value problem. What do we get to do? Winning the game of business. My problem in the 80s, I got $53 million of credit cards. They're shrinking my limits, I'm not using it. I took literally $4.6 million and I wanted to try something. So I created a matrix, the matrix. So here's $190,000 income off $4.6 million of credit. The notes that I loaned out would basically become $1.1 billion. So I became the bank. I wrote a book on that as well called Buckets of Money Become the Bank. And that's what I was doing, becoming the bank. You want to come to the bank too? 41 divisions, literally flat out, 18 months, 1998. We can play my way if you want. But again, you got a choice today. Again, subdivisions today, take a picture of this. It's only today. Tomorrow morning, hell no. See, if you make the salespeople write it up when I'm not talking, I got to pay them a commission, and I'm trying to give it away so you can do it tonight. Again, they'll take up the order today, no problem. 9, 18, 36, 72. If it was done now. What do we do for the division? 87, I create the dashboards. The dashboards allow me doing what? Your name, corporate division, and tax ID. In the beginning, I don't need tax ID. I want a daisy chain of credit. Please write down daisy chain of credit. That's 1 card turning it into 99 more. We're going to daisy chain the process. I set up a corporations division. I add history, experience, treasure, and Equifax. After I daisy chain the credit with you for you, teach you how, then you're going to ask for separate billing. Let's think today. If I take a credit card that I have right now, and I add you to your personal, your division or your corp, to the dashboard, I'm allowed to pop your card off my card at authorized user. The only difference is I'm asking for authorized user, but I'm asking for separate billing. Got it? Separate billing gives me the ability to do what? Get you your own account. The office is going to have 3, 9, and 12 divisions. So take a picture of this. This is what they're offering right now, not a problem. You're on a broadcast, you get to save a little money if you did it right away. And the call center will take your call too. So you got 3, 9, and 12. What happens now, it's very simple. I'm going to do 9 divisions, 9, all right, literally $100 plus, that's it, all right, for $9.99 if you did it tonight. If you got literally 18, 36, 72, there's the price for each one of those. At this time, you should have subdivisions. The biggest problem I would watch my clients is they don't have subdivisions and they need them. If you Zelle that, you save another 10%. Again, trying to help you some more. But if all of a sudden you got divisions, you need subdivisions, there you go. 9 is $6.99, 18 $9.99, 36 $14.99, 72 $19.99. It's a tonight only because their email's going out tonight and for tomorrow. By the time I'm done talking, it's going to be the opportunity went bye-bye. It is a Zelle only if it's done today. There's your Zelle. Call the office right away. Very simple. What is our goal? Repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. What do we do next? Very simple. All right, I want you to think about analytical 750. Write it down. Here's my problem with Credit Karma. During the pandemic, they said 42%. That was wrong. We should have sued them. They have 2 bureaus. That's it. They don't have a Spirin, which we need, because basically a Spirin is what Chase uses for Chase personal business card. So we need that Chase. We need that. What? It's Spirin.com. They have no funder to help you. I believe they should be fired, to be honest with you, out of business. Here's 10 steps to 750. By the way, hopefully you took a picture of that too. What do? I'd like to say Credit Karma, you're fired, okay? Analytical, show you all 3 bureaus. They're going to charge you $25 a month. That's it. What are they going to do? Simple. They're going to call you every 46 days and tell you what to do. See, they're going to track everything you need to do and help you every step of the way because we have phone numbers to help you. So do they. So the goal is very simple. What's going to happen is you're going to Zelle $25. Now understand, their new dashboard is analyzing credit, personal business, and the business is Dun & Bradstreet, Spirit, and Treasury, and Equifax. So if you can go to one dashboard and analyze everything you're doing, what are going to happen now? You get to accomplish the American dream. Is that okay with you? All right, that's the goal to play. There's that Zelle for the $25 today. But again, if you don't do it now, it goes away. Simple. 800-254-9506. So hear me. Here I am. Simple. See, we all have an old shit day, month, or year. Doesn't matter if I was born in a taxi. 2009, I got 3 yachts in my backyard. Okay, my wife wants to take out 72 people to watch the fireworks. Okay, honey. All we need is the middle yacht. No problem at all. Oh, goody. Someone had a virus. Oh, shit. There I am. I get to die and come back and help you. What did I do when I came out of the coma? My wife and kids are in the car. We're broke. We had nowhere to go because they stole everything we had. I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. Do you realize I was the opening show for the American Success Journal, showing people how I could build $1 million of credit in 6 days? It's ridiculous. It's easy. But what did I do? I bought my wife her next dream house. Happy wife, happy life. As long as she's happy, she can leave me alone so I can go do what I get to do. Isn't it the goal? We get to play my way. You like me? Take a picture and do a Yelp. If you don't like me, leave the freaking alone, please. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes me. Simple. All we got to do is learn to play the game to win. Buckets of money. Each division's a bucket of money. Okay. How about you and I work together to be the management, what? Money-making machine. I like that. Let's think today. OPM, Dun & Bradstreet. And what do we get to do? This Saturday, my specialty class is Dun & Bradstreet. So I get to help you set up your Dun & Bradstreet, get supplying vendor credit. Let's pretend you're jacked up on all your cards. If you take supply under the corporation, you turn it into cash, about $51,000. You could basically find a way to reduce your debt. Is that the goal? We can sell on Amazon and eBay if we want to. We get to play the game to win. Now let's watch. I rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. Then I'm going to get you a Green Spark. Understand, Green Spark's the only card that shows up on personal file. All other business credit does not, but we still want the card. What are we going to do? 100,000, 2 or 30,000. That's 160. What if we did it times 9? Is that $1 million? How about we get the B of A's, the Wells Fargo, the Inks, and the Gold Card? So I can build credit to the corporation's divisions and the corp and you any given time. We get to play the game. A line of credit must be 2 years old. So doing extra divisions never hurts you. Here's what the bank wants to say. You have to have a 2-year corporate, 2-year divisions, and that's the ultimate goal, to play the game to win. If you want to play, that's an up to $5.4 million credit more. But that's called checkbook money. We get to play my way for a while. So if we have divisions, it justifies our projection in a business plan up to $1 million. All right, tonight, we charge 10% for $100,000 of credit. That's $9,999. If you did it tonight, flat out, it's $5,000, it's 0.5%. 50% off, it was done tonight by Zelle. Simple, 50% off. If you want $100,000 of personal and business, that's $200,000. Instead of doubling that number, it is $7,000. And again, if you had to use a card, you could use 5% more or use Zelle. Simple. If you want $50,000 of credit, it's $29.99 versus $5,000. If you want $25,000 instead of $2,500, it is $9.99 tonight. There's your Zelle, and the phone number to call the office. They can help you start right away. But if you let the opportunity pass you, there it goes. It passed you by. All right, it's over. No problem. So I think the problem is you don't have your own time. I've been getting up at 2:25 in the morning since I was 2.5 years old. I find my me time. I'm here at 3:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock. I like to be left alone for my first 2 hours of the day. Me time makes sense. I like you to become a puppet master. This means, Linda, here's that what? Blueprint apartment. She named it the Blueprint Apartments. All right, what a concept. Scan it, learn to her right away, and then 27 million. I'd make it 50 million if she lets me help her some more, but it's up to her as we play. Shaq's a puppet master. All right, Warren Buffett's a puppet master. Heck, I created the Puppet Master Club years ago. 1,013 divisions. You want to play yet? We can play my way for a while. By the way, my way's boring and steady. We're going to go get these different things into the corp. Did you take a picture of this? Print it, color, laminate it, desk, all right, computer, cell phone, refrigerator. There's your future, by the way. Auto income. But once again, I need 25,000, 50, 75,000 to partner with me. You see, the more you put in, the more I only need you or one or two other people. That's how I work on that process. Fast track. If you're in a blueprint loan currently now, because you're dragging your feet about your basically what you're doing, up and down show, I want to pop a card from your corp. No, I'm going to pop a card from my corp. I'm tired of that not having the average balance and all the money in there to get the line of credit, slowing me down. So here's a way. I'm going to pop a card under our corporations, play with the card, get a line of credit, and then transfer it to the division process of you. I'm going to reverse daisy chain it to you. After you pay your fee, of course. We charge 10% on the back end. So it's normally $5,000 to do that. Last night I offered it for $2,000. So if you're in a fast track blueprint loan right now, for $2,000, I will put that to, I pop the card, we use my bank accounts and go in there, and I'm not worried about your division. I'm going to do it in my corporation, all the pieces, so I can circumvent half those problems people cause all the time. Again, blueprint call, as you were told, simple with me, $2,000, office is $19.99. My fee to you is half price, $9.99. It's actually something as a bonus if you partner with me. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that. If you partner with me, it's actually free. Your choice is up to you. See, the goal is to customize everything we do for you. You want 25, 50, 75%. Let us know. What are we going to do? We're going to partner up together. But again, understand, since 1987, here's what happens. You need this list filled out. You got to have all these steps in place so we can get you through an escrow. Got it so far? So again, escrows are coming up. Would you like to join me? And there's no one can rip you off in an escrow because they're going to clear a title. And what happens, your division gets to win, as I do most of the work for you anyway. I just want to get you to the point that you're going to have some goodies in auto income. So tonight, all right, last one I got, it's very simple, $23,000. You can make payments on it. If you wanted to Zelle $10,000 now, because my Zelles are $15,000 plus all of them. You could do that today if you had to Zelle partial, and then tomorrow, the next day, do that as well. What happens is, this is winning the game of business. If you Zelle, you save 10% if paid in full. If it helps you for that last one I've got, or you can basically put $2,500 down now, and work out the payments. I want to finish my group of 10. So the goal is very simple. So from there, if you want 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months coaching, you'd have one of the specialists kind of help you and guide you. But this coaching has nothing to do with partner with me. So we'll give you 50, 100,000, or 250,000 in credit. But again, it's a goal. So what type of coaching you want me to do with you, for you, and we're going to get to a project, or you want me to coach your current business for you? There's the ultimate goal. Now, one of the weird things is when we get a blueprint loan. Blueprint loan, what I usually do is get a division of your corp under my corporation. We partner in an agreement. So as I exercise a card, I get a blueprint loan for you using the bank account. But I'm using your card and your credit and your bank account and my bank account working in conjunction. What happens is we got to show average income off and on. And I have people that don't have average balances and certain things kind of screw up. So what happens here, we're going to take the American Express Platinum card. I'd like to get you a blueprint loan. Usually that's very simple. The blueprint loan, we charge $5,000 up front. We charge 10% to 12% on the back end when you get the loan. So if you wanted to play it simple, all right, by the time we're done with that $5,000 down and the back fee, when you get the loan up to $250,000, it's about $30,000. You get the rest of that to do what you want. Hopefully you'll let me line you up into a business. If it was done tonight, you can get that blueprint set up from that right now for $1,000. If it was done now. But again, if you want to basically expedite and get into me popping a card in my corp and use my bank accounts 100%, we can do that too. Either way, we can expedite or do a standard blueprint loan. The goal is get you the money so we can go get in a partnership and we can get some honey. There's your Zelle, 800-254-9506. Our goal is to help you look behind that curtain every time and understand we stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Next thing we have to understand, goodies. I like goodies. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I didn't like the fact that my family didn't want me and I was a piece of you-know-what. I had to prove them wrong. The reality is I got to million to billion through corporate structure. I'm not rich. I'm not stupid enough to say rich. That's called stupid, okay? Because they're not rich. They have rich corporations. That's the way you protect your ass. But it's up to you. No intent to do fraud. So I would tell you right now, Zelle, office 800-254-9506. So if you don't call right away, what I offered on those subdivisions tonight, all right, when it's 5 o'clock today, the office is gone, it goes away. It's an opportunity to get subdivisions for you as well if you have those divisions set up now. So the ultimate goal, very simple. Oh, you have a question? All right, who's got a question? Mike Jones. Okay. All right, Mike, what you have to what's your question?
Able to partner with me.
Okay, if you can repeat what you're saying. Go ahead.
I have a low credit score, so I need my credit restored. How can I get my credit restored and partner with you? Is there a all-inclusion where it could be restored and partner with you? And is there a monthly payment for that?
Number one, what I always do is I want to partner with anybody. Half my clients start at a 500 score, okay? And it's all screwed up. The reason I have to rebuild them, I have to qualify them to get the credit to get into the down payment and the escrow. Here's the problem with people most of the time. Sometimes they will, well, let me get the credits done, then I'll come back and do the corp. Well, then that takes another 6 months. If it's done simultaneously within 6 months, you should be in an escrow. So no matter how bad your credit could be, it can be rebuilt. That's the ultimate goal. So your goal is if you need to customize pieces or the total thing, I would tell you to call Jake right now or Priscilla at one of my call centers. They're some of the top people. If you need to talk to a supervisor or manager, you can ask for Brandy as well, because what happens is they're here to help you. Understand, I have a prison program. I have a homeless program. I turn them all into millions and billionaires. So whatever your budget is, we're going to work with you to get you where you need to go. But it's going to be up to you. You have to just follow through. So we can work with any type of budget to get you where you want to go. And again, how bad is bad? We have to analyze it. We're going to tell you exactly flat out up front what's going to have to be done as we rebuild you through corp and divisions. Do you have a corporation right now? Okay. No, echoing. So the answer is yes. Okay. Can we get rid of the echo? The echo? Okay. So again, you have a corporation. What do we do? Depends on how old it is. Remember, a corporation line of credit, all right, the bank's going to want it to be 2 years anyway. So if we have that, then the division process. So I would tell you, let one of the people in the office, one of the call centers, specialize and actually customize a package for you. All right, because we're not going to turn you away no matter what your budget is. The goal is to get you past go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Have a blessed day. So Spencer wants to talk. Okay. Spencer, what's your question?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We're in a Verizon commercial. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay. I've been following you for a while, and I did set up a corp with you back when I was in California. So my corp was started back in 2018.
Okay.
Okay, and
Spencer.
then back then I had
Okay, Spencer, can I ask you a question?
yes.
Okay. 2018, you came over to my location on Cerritos Boulevard in Anaheim. You used to go to the Long Beach Marriott to fund the workshops on the weekend. Is that correct? We're playing with audio here.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I know who you are. Go ahead.
Okay, and I've since then I called back in. First of all, I did pay to have at the time you ran a promo. I got to get the confirmation of it, but I had paid $1,500 for 5,000 worth of credit.
Okay.
And they did a rebuilding a credit refresh for me, and they said I have to get my credit score down to 29.
Right. The 29% is the what as you know, for me from the 2018, setting all these things up, all right, and the dashboards, everything else for the credit bureaus. The main thing is the debt to ratio. Most of the time, that's the problem hurting people's score. Is it dropped because they're jacked up on the cards? Again, we can reposition this to show you how to get the debt to ratio down. Also, you can get more supply of vendor credit to actually pay it down. In other words, there's always a solution to get those scores up and away. Someone who does everything they're told to do within 90 days, you're going to be at a 750. If they take a little longer, then it takes a little longer. But again, my clients, as you know or don't know or from here, literally for 30, 40, 50 years, they come back all the time. And we're out there to help people all the time as well. So, all right, from there, I'd talk to a specialist, all right, and see what happens from there, see if they can help you, put you in a program, or find out if we can even find the database from way back then. So again, that's what I would suggest you do, and figure out where we left off. What do we need to do next?
Number and who I was dealing with then, my record, I just got to go pull it up, and I can give you that showing that I did pay
Right.
and everything.
Well, I'm sure you did. Back then, okay.
And that's why I haven't reached out before now.
Okay. Well, back then your rep was Bob Hall, and you were dealing with Lisa Mitchell. Okay.
Lisa.
Yeah. I know exactly who you are, sir. I have total recall on most things. I don't forget much.
Okay, so I would actually call a number you said to
800-254-9506. Let's see where you're at. Let's see if they can, maybe think of analyzation, rapid rescore. Where are we at now? The California Corp, now you don't live in California. Did it get qualified in a foreign state, or do we need to start another one in your own state? I mean, there's probably 20 different directions we can go into.
Well, I'm still incorporated out of Nevada.
Okay, so Nevada, all right, which is good. Did you qualify in any other state, or it's Nevada based?
It's Nevada based. I'm not qualified in any other states.
Okay.
I did at one point underneath the other corp had California, but I dissolved that corporation.
Okay. Well, it sounds like they need to do some research and kind of analyze, see where you're at, see how we can help you get to back into the program and go from there. Simple.
And you said call the number that's on screen now?
Yes.
254-9506?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, you have a blessed day. Nice talking to you again.
You do. Right.
All right, we have one more who has a question. Fire away. Lorice. Now you want me to put on my glasses here, huh? Okay. All right. There we are here. What is your question, sir?
Mine really, I'm ready to go, but I just recently closed an account that's out of state, that money is in the process of being wired to my current bank. So I just need like 24 or 48 hours to get that money and have access to it.
Are you assigned to a specialist yet?
When I was talking with the IT group, they give me Priscilla.
Okay.
And I am a credit, going through your credit repair, for lack of a better word. I'm going through that process right now.
Yeah,
I've been doing that for about 3 months.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nasty word. I don't like the word repair. Rebuilding makes sense because the goal, that's what we're actually doing. You know, we're not just gonna write silly letters, but Priscilla's one of our top people. So, I mean, she'll take care of you 100%. Work with her, let her know what you want to do. Okay?
Will do, sir. Thank you.
Have a blessed day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the goal is I'm here 6 days a week live, all right, in person or online, even people in this room. Again, I've been helping millions and millions of people, 49 years. I help set up the system behind the scenes, and I can get anybody where they need to go. I'm not going to do credit repair because that's a fraud. We're going to rebuild you and do it the right way. There's a process with that. And that's why I wrote basically a book called basically Credit Game. You can actually download it for free anyway. So today we're going to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, oh, there's one more here. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. John Waka Waka. All right. Hey, John, how we doing?
Say again, what was that $1,000 paid for?
Well, what happens is if we're doing a blueprint, for instance, like an American Express, okay, if I take a division of your corp into my corp, I can line you up for a blueprint loan, look at my bank accounts. What happens right now in the last, I'd say 4 months, we've noticed the biggest problem building credit for you or other people, they don't have the money in the bank account. In other words, let's say I get a line of credit at Chase Bank today. They want to see transactions every month, in and out, in and out. If you don't have that, then you can't go get the fast track. In other words, it holds you back. If we do this for positioning my Chase cards, my Black cards, my American Express cards, and I do a division under one of my corps, we're going to let them look at my corp from there. And what I do next is I daisy chain that credit back to your divisions. So now you get that from there and we separate billing. So in other words, it's another way for the average client, half the clients, they don't have the money in and out of a bank account. When we partner up, we're allowed to create agreements that allow us to be partners and CFOs for each other. And that's the difference. When we partner up, a lot of things we get to do. So that $1,000, if I was going to line up a bank account, all right, to build other credit for you as I'm rebuilding you anyway. And that's the ultimate goal. So it's just another way, because I get clients that always come back and say, Ray, my bank account, I don't trade enough money in and out. What do I do to get that Chase card, that American Express card? Well, let's use my account. So they look in mine, we get the card, then we daisy chain the credit. Then we look at a blueprint loan for American Express, Stellar Bank, or Chase. Again, it's just connecting the dots. I've been partnering with clients since '87. I want to partner with clients for a reason, because I always have too many escrows. All right, I like to run and people can't keep up with me, so I get escrows all over the place, and they're my soldiers, as you know. You're on the workshops every weekend anyway. So the goal is just to, a way to do that as well.
Okay, what I want to do then is I'll pay half of that today and the other half tomorrow for the 1,000 so I can get that blueprint loan.
I'm going to work with you every time, John. I work with anybody. Okay, it's not a problem.
And then say Walkowiak.
I say Wojkowiak.
Walkowiak.
Yeah, I know.
There's no V.
I know. All right, but again, it's just the way it comes out.
Yeah, okay.
So,
all right, you're hired.
All right, thank you, sir. You have a blessed day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just remember God loves us all. I'm just trying to repackage America and repackage you. That's the ultimate goal. I always want to help people. I don't do this for the money because I don't need the money, by the way. But I'm not rich. I'm not going to be stupid to say that. These people on TikTok. I work for rich corporations. And I donate my time because I want to help people. That's the bottom line. So from here, have a blessed and nice night. We'll talk to you later.